All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to the third and final game of this Single A South Division tripleheader. It is the final matchup of the regular season for these two teams. We just saw the Sir James Dunn Academy Algonquins taking 2 of 3 sets from the Lakers and dropping 2 of 3 sets to the Jaguars. Jaguars come in undefeated in league play this season. And wouldn't the Lakers love to take a victory from them right now? Coming out to start, it will be number 8, Joe Gregory, number 9, Charlie Gregory, number 10, Marcos Herrero, number 20, Michael Breed, number 21, Nolan Bongarrier, and number 24, Michael McKean. Kurt Cometa in the Libero jersey is ready to take someone off, not sure who he'll rotate with, as our head coach, Michel Poirier, is not able to be here tonight. But assistant coach Isaiah Caldwell doing a great job running the bench, and joined down there by Delaney McElwain. Looks like she's a team manager and all-around supporter checking in for this game. And here is William Lajoie getting things started with a big serve. Herrero, nice set over to McKean, and McKean punches it over. Lakers start first. They get the first strike on these Jaguars. What a great way to start things off. Here's Nolan Bongarrier, Lakers' first serve. That will go into the net. So we are all tied up at 1. Here's Alec Wilson. Joined on the court by Lajoie, Powell, Gammon, Cormier, and I believe that's Daigle. Yep, indeed, number 4, Alexander Daigle. Herrero will send that over. Cormier, but Nolan Bongarrier has it. Nice sneak from Marcos Herrero. Alec Wilson is there with the heads-up play, and Gabe Powell from the back row puts it well in front of Charlie Gregory. So now the Lakers trail. And here's Wilson with another serve. Gregory has it this time to Bongarrier. Herrero with the big hit. Gabe Powell sends that out of bounds. And Lakers really energetic here for this final home matchup for some of these seniors. There's one of them now, Joe Gregory. Spent a lot of minutes on this gym floor, and there's an ace. Gabe Powell kind of mistimes that. Goes right through his hands. And Joe Gregory able to record the point and regain the lead. Powell makes no mistake this time. Daigle over to Gammon. Big hit, but it's out of bounds. And you can hear both the bench and the stands getting energized. Nice run here for Joe Gregory, one of 3 grade 12 students on this team. One-handed Daigle, but Lavigne can't quite make it there. Hope he's okay. He went with speed into the stands, but he's coming back to the court here in a good way. And Coach Michelle Babin giving her team some motivational words from the sideline. Powell sneaks it up over the net. And that will be a point for the Jags. Here's Gammon with the serve. Charlie Gregory has it. Over, but blocked well by Marcos Herrero. Jags were ready for it, but we got a whistle as net touch. Yep, indeed, there was a net touch from the defense. Not sure which Laker went up to get it. And here is Gammon. Lakers misplay it. It's over to assistant coach Simon Poulain from the bench. And here's Gammon. We're all tied up at 5 now. Gammon to Gregory. Michael Breed. Marcos Herrero puts it into the net. Jags up 6-5 now. And here's Grady Gammon with another serve. Bongarrier setting up Michael McKean. Sends it over kind of backwards, and Alexander Daigle will send that into the rafters. So again, we're all tied up. Lakers staying with this favored Jaguars team here in the early going. Michael McKean with another big serve, but Jags correctly call that out. And here's Daigle now, his team up by 1. Alexander Daigle sending it, but that will catch the front of the net. He will not get a second serve, which is good because no one remembers number 2, or so I'm told. And it's Marcos Herrero in the back line. Herrero, grade 10 exchange student, new to the sport of volleyball, but has picked it up tremendously, as that is blocked by Nolan Bongarrier and Michael Breed. Nice defense from the 2 Lakers there. Here's Herrero again with a nice jump serve. Daigle has it in the corner. Lejoie back to Daigle for the back row hit. But Marcos Herrero is there cross court. Charlie Gregory pokes it over, and Jags have an infraction. There's a lift. First time we're seeing that called tonight. So referee Mark from the high chair making that call. Here's Herrero again. Nice jump serve for a guy who just started playing volleyball, doing a great job. And Charlie Gregory at the front of the net, doing what he does best. Getting vertical and making those kills. Lakers with a nice 3-point lead now. Herrero on a bit of a run. He looks to keep it going. Powell over to Lajoie. Back to Powell. Big hit. Michael McKean in the back row is there. Herrero to Joe Gregory. Slides it over, but the libero Leving has it. Michael McKean making that call. Smart play from the grade 10 student wearing number 24. He's going to let that roll out of bounds. Lakers hanging with the Jags in a great capacity here. As we'll get a timeout called, and you hear the bench explode. And they will head to the bench in great spirits as Coach Caldwell will round them up. On the Samuel de Champlain side, Coach Jatina Richard Babin and Simon Poulain trying to corral her boys. Now, if you're just tuning in, both of the previous matchups kind of went in separate ways. For the Lakers, they won a big set 25-15 against Sir James Dunn Academy, but dropped the next one 13-25, so a couple of big lopsided victories by both sides, and then they lost the deciding third set 7-15. On the Samuel de Champlain side, they dropped they did win their first set against Sir James Dunn Academy, but it was much closer, score of 19-25. They lost the second by the same score, and then won their third and decisive set 15-10. As we hear both the bench, the crowd, and the players back there on the court with a very loudest cheer I think we've had from the Lakers all night. As here comes Marcos Herrero looking to keep the streak going. Good service. Powell fields it to Lajoie and Daigle. Big hit, but they let it go out of bounds. Smart call from the Lakers, so they're on the board first after the timeout. 12-7 is the score now. And Herrero again, nice service. Just very consistent with those as Lajoie misplays over to Grady Gammon. Well in the back row, can't send that over. So Lakers really starting to pull away. Herrero again, jump serve, and Levang pinballs around. Nice work by Gabe Powell to keep that alive on the third hit. Michael Breed sending it up over the defense, but Levang has it. Powell on the second hit catches the top of the net. We are at 14-7 now. So Lakers have doubled up their opponents. Coach Caldwell on his feet. As Herrero will send it, but Powell makes that very difficult call right there at the red line. It is the correct one, though, as Herrero's streak is over. And it will come now to number 8, Orlando Cormier. Just sneaks over. Good patience from Herrero to get ready for it. Joe Gregory volleys over. Lajoie to Powell, volleying, looking for the middle of the court. Michael McKean steps up nicely. Charlie Gregory with the turn. Tries to go short side, and big block from Michael Breed. And Nolan Bongarrier are teaming up yet again. And they hit that 15-point mark. Lakers having an excellent first set, showing no signs of rust. as Michael Breed, grade 10 student, steps back to serve. Solid service fielded by the libero, Lavigne. Here's Powell looking to just bump it over, and Nolan Bongarrier on the second hit, sneaking it, and Powell misangling the hit. Second guessing himself maybe now, trying to get past the blockers who have foiled him, and shanks it a little too strong. Breed! Not sure how he got away with that. There's an ace, and that falls in the corner. Jags are really having a hard time with this one. As Michael Breed will get another kick of the can. Lakers have had a couple good runs in a row now, with first Marcos Herrero and now Michael Breed, both grade 10 students, but already contributing at the varsity level. Good patience from Marcos Herrero, waiting for the tip, and he successfully keeps it alive. One-handed from Daigle, but he catches the ceiling. Lakers open up a 10-point lead. They are in the driver's seat as we approach the end of this first set. Still plenty of points left to go, though. Can't take your foot off the gas. Breed. Service goes out of bounds. It has a bit of a smile as he knows that's coming. He'll grab a breather, and some big high fives from the rest of the bench. Kurt Kometa has checked back into the game at the libero position in the white jersey. Here's Gabe Powell. Jump serve from Powell, but it catches the top of the net. So Lakers get a bit of a gift, and now one of their strongest servers, Charlie Gregory, is at the line. Gregory, often one of the first servers for the Lakers, shows the coach's faith in him. Here's Grady Gammon with the third hit. Kometa is there. Joe Gregory with the pass over to his brother Charlie, sending it over. Lajoie to Gammon. Gammon sends it high over the defenders, but Michael McKean is there. Lajoie and Gammon again looking high. Herrero with the set, and Joe Gregory, big hit, pinballing around, but there's a kill from Joe Gregory. Big energy from both the Lakers crowd here on what is technically seniors night. It is the last home game for these Harvey Lakers. Daigle looking to sneak one over. No, check that, Lajoie. But Lakers are ready regardless, and another great kill from Joe Gregory. He's on a roll. Just sniping him down there. And his brother Charlie will get the serve. Daigle to Lajoie. Gammon with the big hit, but Charlie Gregory, nice lateral moving to cover that. Joe Gregory looking to sneak one over on that set. Wilson sends it up over the defense. Bongarrier to McKean, back row. Powell keeps it alive one-handed, but can't direct it to a teammate. Big lead opened up by the Lakers now. They are only 3 points away. As Coach Caldwell looks pretty pleased to supervise his first set victory of the night, potentially. Shouldn't jinx it. As Charlie Gregory's serve goes out of bounds. And here's number 7, William Lajoie. Capable of some powerful serves, but also had trouble finding the inside of the red lines earlier. Let's see how he does now. Gregory with the direct response. And at the front of the net, there's Joe Gregory with some defense, contributing both on O and D and getting the ball back to his fellow senior, Nolan Bongarrier, the other grade 12 on the court right now. It's Bongarrier with a solid serve, and misplayed by Lajoie. We have set point for the Lakers. It's Nolan Bongarrier, a 3 or 4 year veteran of this senior boys squad. He's played a lot of volleyball in this gym. Wouldn't it be nice to get this first set victory now on his last match? Daigle to Lajoie, big hit, but Kurt Kometa lets it go, and the bench explodes. Lakers loving it, 25-10. Lakers get the first one. We'll keep that up for you, 25-10. And let's savor that victory as they stun the heavily favored Jaguars As we go into the first break, we'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description. Big thanks as well to folks working behind the scenes tonight. We've got Carly Good working 2 scoreboards at once. She is on both the gym scoreboard, mounted on the wall for the fans to see, and the flip chart, which allows us to quickly check the score up here and not have to try to navigate and see past a basketball net at the scoreboard. So big thanks to her for pulling double duty, as well as Violet McDonald, who is working the third of 3 games at the scorer's iPad. Our referee's name is Mark. We don't have his last name, but we appreciate his time as well for making sure that we can have a well-officiated game. As you hear the big energy from the Lakers bench there. We'll see who Coach Caldwell decides to send out. And while we have a moment, we'll thank the folks up here in the skybox as well. Big thanks to Logan Wall on camera and Austin Jameson at both console and the scoreboard. As Lakers take the court now, it will be the same starting 6. Caldwell putting his full strength out there. He's going to try to get these Jaguars while they're down. Kurt Cometa waiting to rotate in as well. As it looks like it is mostly the same players out there for the Jaguars. The only swap I see is number 11, Sam McIntosh, is in. Number 7, William Lajoie, is out. Oh no, Grady Gammon's out too. So, Jean Adona is also checked in, wearing number 3 in the back row. He sometimes wears a Libero jersey, not tonight, but Lakers will be aware of his defensive prowess. Looks like tonight's Libero is getting ready to check in. There he is, Xavier Lavigne. He will spell off Orlando Cormier in the back row. Kurt Cometa already on as Michael Breed grabs a breather. Charlie Gregory will get things started for the Lakers. And that ball narrowly missing the speaker there on the ceiling. Here's Michael McKean responding. Lavigne to Daigle. Powell, big hit. But Gregory will let that go. Smart play by Charlie Gregory, making the split-second call. And this puts the Lakers up 1-0. Great start to the second set. See if they can build on this momentum, but there's that commentator's curse, unfortunately. Charlie Gregory's serve will catch the top of the net, and it will be Jaguars ball, all tied up at 1. Here's Daigle. Big hit over to Cometa. Joe Gregory with the big kill into the corner. He's already recorded a couple. Had 2 in the earlier matchup as well. And adding to the 2 he had in the first set against Sam Duchamp. Big serve from Bongarrier, but it does go out of bounds. As we're still tight here. And Cormier rotates back into the front lines. Here's Alec Wilson. Service into the net. So both teams having some trouble with their serves as the quick rotations mean the Liberos hit the bench. And Michael Breed is back up front. Gregory fielded by Powell. Here's Adona at a setter's position. And nice call by the Lakers. Nolan Bongarrier lets that go. And Lakers will take the point. Here's Joe Gregory now. Waiting for the whistle. Finally gets it. Strong service send over. Nice dig by number 4, Daigle. From his back foot, McIntosh can't quite send it. So Joe Gregory, chance to really open up now. Take an early lead. Double checking the rotation. And finally, Jags are in order. Ball whistled in. Here's Daigle to Adona. Cormier will send it over, right over to Nolan Bongarrier. Here's Herrero. Michael Breed with the big hit, but Gabe Powell in the back line keeps that alive. Here's Lavigne, third hit, rare third hit for the Libero. And Herrero, again, just really great net front play from Marcos Herrero, showing great patience and vision as he's making those calls. And Gabe Powell can't power it over the top of the net. we've got a 6-2 lead for the Lakers. Here's Gregory again. Big service, but Jags making the correct call. That will go out of bounds. So it's number 11, Sam McIntosh. Coming in a little more well-rested than most of the players on the court. Charlie Gregory over to Nolan Bongarier, and Michael McKean, hacky sack skills on full display, but that will go out of bounds. And we can hear some of the Lakers fans pretty unhappy about that last point for Sam Desham. So we got that baby crying. Here's Adona to Powell, who volleys, looking for the corner, but Michael McKean, good movement to keep it alive. Herrero sending Lavigne to Adona. Daigle looking for the big hit. Nolan Bongarier with his forearms. Playable ball, but Lakers not really sure how to position themselves for it. So the Jags will take it. McIntosh. Charlie Gregory. Herrero sending. Lavigne to Adona. Another big hit from Daigle, but Joe Gregory, nice movement, and Marcos Herrero will send it on the second contact. Big block from Michael Breed, but it's still alive. Breed with the tip, and I guess there's no double hit there. I guess because it's a block. And net touch here. I think that's Powell, the guilty party. Lakers taking the point there. Pretty pleased with the way that played out. It's Michael McKean back to serve. Wearing number 24 for the Lakers, and a big hockey player, Michael McKean's got a wicked slap shot, translates to the serve, but unfortunately still calibrating to find that back red line. Here's Adona. Serve is over. Joe Gregory has that over to Nolan Bongarier. Breed, good heads-up play and recovery after his initial hit is blocked. Daigle trying to get a little too fancy. Sends it over on the second hit, but not looking, and accidentally sends it out of bounds. Lakers will take the point happily. Here's Marcos Herrero. Had a nice 4 or 5 point run in the first set to really start the Lakers' big lead, and they never looked back. See if he can recapture that magic, and there's Michael Breed picking his spot in the back corner. Great vision from one of the Lakers' big men up front. Herrero will get another kick at the can now. Here he comes, jump serve as Powell fields that over to Adona. Powell bumping over gently, good movement from Herrero to get up there. Daigle trying to send over, and split-second hesitation there, not sure if it was going to be Bongarier's hands or Herrero's feet that made the play, and neither one really got there in time. Tough break for the Lakers. Orlando Cormier. His team trails by 3. Charlie Gregory has it to Herrero, and Bongarier will put it up over the defense. Daigle, second hit. He's really going for it, aggressive on that setter's position, but the Lakers are ready for him. Powell bumping over. Joe Gregory moving up, and Michael McKean. Lakers avoid a collision there. McKean at the front of the net, but Powell wins that battle. As we hear the Sam Desham bench getting riled up now, trying to match the Lakers' energy. Cormier with the serve. Bongarier has that, but misplayed at the front of the net. It's still alive, though. Here's Bongarier looking for the corner. Cormier to McIntosh. Powell on the third hit. Joe Gregory to Herrero. Charlie Gregory with the big kill off the fists of McIntosh. And there's some energy from Charlie Gregory. Normally you don't see that kind of energy unless he gets a French history question right. But bringing that same passion to his volleyball tonight. And here's Michael Breed. Over to Daigle. Big hit from Powell, but it's still alive. That'll catch a rafter, though. And 10-8. Lakers lead is tenuous at best as Kurt Cometa checks in quickly. Gabe Powell sauntering back to the line for his service. He'll wipe his feet doing that basketball move. I believe Powell was an NBIAA All-Star in basketball this season. His team making it to Harbor Station. As McIntosh tries to punch it over the net, can't quite get the height. So we're all the way back around the service order already. It's Charlie Gregory back for his second set of serves. Lavigne to Daigle. Number 12, Wilson with the hit. Here's Gregory, but Joe can't get it over the line. Over the net, rather. And this will come to number 4, Alexander Daigle. First serve is good. Herrero to McKean. That's blocked, but McKean tries to play it with his foot. Adona with the successful block there at the front of the net. And now he's got his team within one. Here's Daigle with the chance to tie it up. Jump serve from Daigle. Charlie Gregory has that. Herrero to Nolan Bongarrier, but Gabe Powell in the back line keeps it alive. Third hit from the libero Lavigne will go. And here's Joe Gregory, big hit. That's off the shoulder of the lib. So Gregory makes sure the Lakers have some breathing room. The Gregory brothers really bringing the energy here on the court. And here is Nolan Bongarrier. Sending it up. And Kometa can't get there in time. Don't think the Lakers were expecting the direct response. So Sam Desham keeping things tight. Here's Wilson now. Herrero sends it inside to Michael McKean, and Nolan Bongarrier looks for the back row. Adona to Daigle from way back, but Lakers making that call. McKean wisely pulls up. And Michael Breed will check back in for some net front defense. Here's Joe Gregory. Grade 12 student, his last game in this gym. And Breed with the net front tip. Michael Breed doing a great job. As Coach Caldwell giving his boys some encouragement, but there's Joe Gregory's serve into the net. Tough break for the senior. Getting caught like he's Sean Lemon betting on CFL games there. As McIntosh gets ready to serve. Joe Gregory over to Nolan Bongarrier. And Michael Breed will send it over again, but Jaguars pinball it around, and now it's Michael McKean from the back row. Here's Adona with the set, and Powell winding up, but Michael Breed! Big block from number 20 as he gets some energetic congratulations from his teammates. This will send the other Michael McKean, to the service line. Powell up front to Adona. Powell with the gentle volley over. Nice mid-air recovery from Marcos Herrero. This time Powell looks for the hit and he finds it. There's a nice big kill from number 13. And the 13th point for the Jaguars as well. They trail by 2. Adona. Ball is over. Michael Breed has it. Nolan Bongarrier at the front of the net, but the ball just falls on the Lakers side. That was a pretty tough call as Herrero went up. I think that was Daigle on the block based on how the Jags are reacting. Michael McKean over to Joe Gregory, but we got a whistle. Looks like a double touch potentially, and tough break for the Lakers as we're all tied up at 15. Great tight set here. And here's Jean Adona looking for his boys to take the lead for the first time since the beginning of this set, and they do. Joe Gregory response is out of bounds. And they get right back into it. Lakers shake it off. As misfire from Adona. And again, we're all tied up. Here's Marcos Herrero now. Great consistent server. Number 10 in grade 10 in the green and gold. Here's Daigle, and Powell will not send it over the line. As you can see, assistant coach Poulin giving them some I don't know if that's telling him to go for the volley or a higher set, but either way, Lakers lead by 1. Powell again, big hit, but blocked only for a moment, and then it falls on the Lakers side. Bongarrier looked like he was almost going to be able to make that play, but can't quite get there as the libero Leving will check off. Alec Wilson is back in the front row. And here's Orlando Cormier back to serve. Charlie Gregory is there. Herrero to Bongarrier, has to adjust mid-flight, backpedaling. Can't get a good angle on it. And now it's the Jags with the 1-point lead. Great back and forth matchup here in the second set. Cormier misfires. 18 all, and if you're just tuning in, this is night and day from the first set when the underdog hometown Lakers took a stunning victory, 25-10, over this undefeated Samuel de Champlain team. All tied up now, though, as this is high-stakes game for the Lakers seniors. Michael McKean to Joe Gregory. Charlie Gregory will send it over. Adonai is there. Daigle looking to sneak it over. Good heads-up play from Gregory. Bongarrier with the one-handed hit, and it falls just in. Love to see it for Nolan Bongarrier. Often the Lakers setter doesn't get too many opportunities for the hits like that, but made it count. As Michael Breed's serve is whistled in. These two teams just going back and forth with the lead. Now it's the Lakers up by 1. Powell, big hit. McKean is there, serves it out the gym door into the teaching theater. That's not where he wanted that to go. As we are all tied up at 19 all, Coach Jetina Richard Babin kicking that over to one of her star players, number 13, Gabriel Powell. His first serve went into the net. This one will make it over. Here's McKean to Herrero. Charlie Gregory volleys over, but Powell is there. Daigle looks to sneak it. Herrero has it, and Charlie Gregory puts it just over the defense. Gregory doing it with power earlier and now doing it with finesse as he sends that well in front of Adonai. Adonai laid out quite impressively, but just couldn't get there in time. That's a matter of inches. But they are inches that fall on the Lakers side. Here's Gregory with the serve now. Leving sends it high, and that's well out of reach for his teammate. So Lakers finally, bit of breathing room at this crucial late stage of the second set. Lakers win here, and they will do what no other single A South team has done in 11 tries and beat these Sam Desham Jaguars. Here's McKean, tried to tip it over, it was blocked, or rather caught the top of the net, so Lakers knew that would have been a fourth hit. Joe Gregory just catches it and rolls it over to Alexander Daigle. Here's Daigle's first serve. And a bit of confusion there as Cometa and Gregory let that go. There's an ace for Alexander Daigle right when the Jags need it. 21 all. Good time to remind you, you need to win by 2 points. As Joe Gregory has that, Marcos Herrero. Back to Joe Gregory, looks for the corner, Leving. And McIntosh can't get there in time. 22-21. Lakers ahead in this nail-biter. Here's Bongarrier whistled in. Big service. Leving to the front of the net. McIntosh will send it, but Michael McKean extends to make the play. Here's a hit now. Powell in the back row to Adonai. Back row hit from Daigle, but he shanks it. Lakers will take the point. And now here's Nolan Bongarrier. His team 2 points away from a victory. But you get him one at a time. Let's see what he can do on this first one. Powell from the back row sends it over. Bongarrier is there. Here's Herrero. Big hit from Joe Gregory. Fielded, though, by Powell. And Jags get it over. And Lakers, that's a playable ball. Mental mistake there as they give up the point. Here they are trying to shake it off now. As Wilson drying the ball off. Tension's running high as it's getting warm here in this late season game. Herrero can't quite clear the net. Now we're all tied up 23 apiece. Wilson now. He's going to send it over. As Nolan Bongarrier keeps it alive, Michael McKean responding. Joe Gregory to the back row. Bongarrier laying out, and Michael McKean makes the play. Good sequence from the Lakers on that scramble. Here's Powell from the back row volleying. Bongarrier to Herrera with the set. Joe Gregory goes up, pushes it just over the defense. And Joe Gregory, with his 5th kill of this match, he puts his Lakers in position to secure a victory. All they need is 1 point on the hands of number 8. Here he is, the hero of Harbor Station, they call him around here. Let's see if he can come up clutch yet again. Levine to Daigle. Powell sending it over. Bongarrier is there. Herrera. Breed winding up. Again going for the gentle play. Levine. And that's sent over. And there you have it. The bench explodes. What a win for the Lakers. 2 sets won. They couldn't be any different. The first a blowout, 25-10. The second as close as it gets, 25-23. And with that, the Lakers do what no single A Southern team has done all season long. They take the win against these Jaguars. They will not finish 12-0 in league play. They will finish 11-1. What a way for the Lakers to go into the postseason. Great victory. Huge morale boost. Although based on the coaches writing lineups, it looks like we are indeed going to play an exhibition set as Coach Isaiah Caldwell is going to select a lineup. What a play! And it's a real pleasure to watch up here. What a way for these guys to cap off their regular season, go into the playoffs on a high note. And we'll take some time to shout out the sponsors who made it possible for us to bring this great moment to you. We would like to shout out a big thank you to Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for my contact information. Big thanks to our minor officials as well down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating table. We've got Carly Good doing double duty on both the gym wall-mounted scoreboard and the flip chart scoreboard that is balanced on the table. Big thanks as well to Violet McDonald. This will be her 9th set at that scorer's iPad, and we thank her. And speaking of 9 sets, it is also the 9th set up here in the skybox for Logan Wall on the camera and Austin Jameson on our scoreboard and keeping an ear on the audio. We thank both of them as it has been a long night up here, but certainly worth it. What a way for the Lakers to cap off their season. We'll get a 15-point funsies set here, and it'll be interesting to see how the Lakers deploy. Jags a relatively short bench as they've only got 10 players here tonight. Lakers with 11, I believe. As Coach Isaiah Caldwell and I guess assistant coach for a night, Delaney McElwain down there giving him a hand, will determine the lineup now. And not sure if these 6 players Caldwell has around him or no, they're kind of moving in and out, so really no idea what's going on here. We'll see who Caldwell sends out there. And Nolan's celebrating. Not sure why. I expect he'll be taking the court in just a moment. So we get ready for a big cheer now. And I think that was all 3 seniors leading that cheer, as we'll get them all on the court now. It is number 8, Joe Gregory, number 7, Ashton Little, and number 21, Nolan Bongarrier. They are your 3 grade 12 players. They are joined on the court by number 22, Jordan Hill, number 6, Lex Smith, both grade 10 players, and number 2, exchange student Tony Kramer, coming off an injury. He's had an injured ankle for quite some time, has not played in the David McMullen Gymnasium until earlier this evening. Great to see him out there getting the rust off for playoffs. Here's Daigle. Big service fielded by Kramer, but that is right into the wall. So it's the Jags striking first in this exhibition set. Here's Daigle again. Let's see if anyone remembers serve number 2. He's going to send that over. Joe Gregory has it. It'll be Ashton Little at the center's position. Nice adjustment from Jordan Hill after the block. And Nolan Bongarrier looking for the hit. Daigle is there. Adona back to Daigle. Tony Kramer with the dig. And Lex Smith hitting from his back foot, but Lajoie keeps it alive. And now Daigle will send it. Here's Little. And Kramer keeps it alive. Lex Smith. Great heads-up play from the Lakers. What a rally to start this set. Jordan Hill punches it over, but the Jags recover. Daigle can't finish it, though. So Lakers managed to tie things up. Great play at the front of the net from Jordan Hill. A couple of quick adjustments. Had to react to his first set being blocked, but he kept a head on his shoulders and managed to keep that exchange alive. Daigle from his back foot hits it into the net. And on the court for the Jags, it is number 6, Grady Gammon, number 12, Alec Wilson, number 3, Jean Adona, number 4, Alexander Daigle, number 7, William Lajoie, and currently the libero, Xavier Lavigne, though he is going to check out now for number 9, Ethan Collette. Wilson. That ball will catch the top of the net, so Lakers regain their slim lead. It will be number 6, Lex Smith, back to serve. Smith, a grade 10 student, one of the younger ones on the team. No grade 9s on this roster. Smith in grade 10, but he's not a rookie. He did play last year at the senior level. Played with the man coaching him now, Isaiah Caldwell. Very recent grad, and we love to see those grads giving back. So big thanks to Isaiah for jumping in. The boys are pumped to have him here tonight, you can tell. Joe Gregory keeping it alive. Nolan Bongarrier will finish it. Lavigne to Adona. Big hit from Lajoie, but he does not find the inside of the red lines. Instead finds the corner of the gym, as he's got a lot of power, does number 7 in the orange and blue, but having trouble calibrating. Here's Jordan Hill, jump serve of his own. Puts it short, makes the Jags run up for it, but they do successfully make the play. Here's Little sending it over behind the back. Adona with the set, Lajoie again, and Hill with the response. That's going to bounce around a bit in the rafters and fall, so a bit of a dust cleaning ball up there. This will send Adona to the service line, tied up at 4 apiece. Adona, Lex Smith has it, but it rolls over to the referee's chair. No Lakers within playing distance. 5-4 now as Carly Good updates that scoreboard. Here's Adona. Lex Smith, that's kind of rolls off his shoulder. Caught at a weird angle. So Jags get themselves some breathing room. This will be a 15-point set. Just an exhibition set, though I don't expect we'll change sides. Smith again puts it high, but this time it catches the corner of the net as his teammates give him some encouragement there. Here's Adona again. Hill this time from the center. Kramer and Ashton Little will send that over. Lavigne to Daigle. Lajoie looked to wind up for a hit, but that's a tough break. It did not clear the net, but I think that was Ashton Little guilty of a net touch. So it will be the Jags getting that. Some of them didn't realize that was what happened, as Collette thought the ball was going back to them, but I don't imagine he's asking too many questions. Adona sends that into the corner of the net. So Lakers will get the ball back, and it's Ashton Little back to serve. His first year playing volleyball, grade 12 student. But joining the team, he's spent a lot of hours in this gym, but he's usually up here in the skybox with us. Nice to see him at a different angle down there on the court. Grady Gammon can't angle it over on the third hit, so Lakers will take the point. They trail by 2 now, as Collette will send it under. Back to Little for a second serve now. Little again with a good service. Adona has it. Here's Daigle on the set, and Lajoie. Big hit to the back corner, but Little is there. Bongarrier, second hit looking back row. And that is tipped off the hands of the defender and out of bounds. Nolan Bongarrier providing the defense but can't angle it in the direction he wants. Lakers 6, Jaguars 9. Nice set so far from both teams as Jordan Hill can't get there in time. Here's Collette now. Puts the ball up and over. Lex Smith has it. Falls on the Jaguars side. No one really expecting it, as both Wilson and Lajoie kind of look at each other in confusion. Lakers will happily capitalize. As here's Joe Gregory. Lex Smith with the response. And that will go out of bounds, as that's off the hands of Ashton Little. So here are the Jags now. 4-point lead, 4 points to win. It'll be William Lajoie wearing number 7. Big jump serve from Lajoie. And Jordan Hill thought that was going out of bounds. Bit of a 50-50 ball. That's a tough call to make. Unfortunately, does not go the Lakers' way. And here's Lajoie again. Another jump serve. This one falls short. Joe Gregory is there. Nolan Bongarier over to Lex Smith. Smith coming up a little late. Can't quite get under it at the angle he wants. So Lajoie just needs 2 more now in this 15-point exhibition set. And that will shank out of bounds, though. As looks like we'll get a substitution. Marcos Herrero is going to check in. And it will be Jordan Hill grabbing a breather. Referee Mark just making sure everything's in order in the rotation. And here's Tony Kramer starting things off. Lajoie to the front of the net. Daigle sending it, but Ashton Little keeps it alive with a nice save and direct response. Good kill from number 12, Alec Wilson. This will put the Jags at set point. And it is the aforementioned Wilson with a chance to end it now. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. Check that. Alexander Daigle goes back. So here's Daigle. Jump serve to Nolan Bongarier. That goes into the stands. And that will do it for the third set. 15 for the Jags, 8 for the Lakers. But I don't see too many broken hearts on that green and gold bench because of the big wins in the first 2 sets. This one did not matter. So Lakers just happy to go home with a victory. They go in to the postseason. They do not have the highest seeding, but they do have that faith now. They can beat anyone, having defeated this heavily favored Samuel de Champlain Jaguars squad. We see them shake hands now as, I guess, impromptu assistant coach Delaney McElwain has joined the bench. And Isaiah Caldwell, his first season coaching, his first time manning the bench solo here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. He'd done it a couple times, as he congratulates some of the players there. Players he shared the court and played against, but he will celebrate now this big victory. And a huge congratulations to Caldwell. And we'll thank the folks working behind the scenes one last time. Big thanks to our referee, Mark, our minor officials, Carly Good and Violet McDonald, and the folks up here in the skybox, Logan Wall and Austin Jameson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night as well at 6 p.m. Or if you can't tune in, even better, come out here to the David McMullen Gymnasium. The senior girls are closing out their season with a 6 p.m. matchup against their hated rivals, the McAdam Warriors. This game will have playoff implications. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you tune in Thursday at 6 p.m. for the senior girls versus McAdam. We'll see you then.